So, hi Evita. My name is Monica. One of my names. Really nice to talk to you. I'd love to talk face to face. So, let me tell you my story, and one day I'd like to hear your story from you, hopefully face to face. I was born as a sixth child in a family of 11. Would have been 13, but some didn't make it. I'm only learning out about the history now, and it explains a lot, but I think there's so much more to know. Turns out I'm a fourth daughter, which seems kind of awesome. I've been tracing my ancestors. I have named my mother. I'm going down the line from my father's parents, my mother's parents. Really great. I've been depressed. I was depressed for a very long time. And I've had many traumas, some that are from time when I shouldn't have had memories, some more recent. Letting them go. Oh, confused now. We lived in the middle of a forest my lifetime. Before me, we lived in a more built-up area, but we moved to my grandmom's house with tiny house, really. 2 bedrooms. With me, then 6 kids, my parents, and my grandma. Grandma had her own room. We lived in a living room and kids' room. We grew our own food. I barely knew anybody up until I went to school. It probably was a very good thing. Just recently found out that I'm autistic and some ADHD in a twister. So I didn't fit in, fairyland. Building little fairy houses in a forest. Talking to animals. I feel like I'm watching your videos and I'm hearing all of my story. And most of them. It's just amazing. I can't believe it. That's why I was surprised that how didn't you know me? Because you've been talking to me all this time. It's a good thing actually that you weren't around for a little bit. I don't want to jinx it. Just it seemed like I had to look at some of your older videos from time around Christmas when I was a step away from just taking a lot of those tablets that they prescribed me because I was so tired. So I've been taking these tablets I was taking the tablets for more than a year I've been tried to resist them before because I just didn't seem right. But I made a decision to take them because I was so broken and I didn't know where to turn or what to do. Anyway, they were killing me. Something about my body chemistry doesn't handle chemicals much. I was smoking heavily to counteract. I was smoking cannabis to counteract the tablets. I was drinking coffee, loads of coffee to counteract it. I was receding into my mental state of around 2 years old, and I remembered something from probably 1 year old, just a bit after, which is still a blur, but it's because I'm still feeling with that small child feeling. I'm from Estonia, by the way, but my ancestry goes wide. It is in California, it's in Romania, it's in Poland, it's Russia, Sweden, Finland, Norway, it's everywhere. And I have come to understand that I've got a lot of Jewish blood in me. It's hard to pinpoint, and I'm just the names, the family names that come up are it's like, oh my god. I don't like to talk about God. That word makes me, is the intention, it makes me, something around it is really bad. But I believe that we are all connected, everything is connected. So I did not unalive myself. Instead, I went to a mental health place and told them all things that had been happening and asked them not to hurt me. And it was so weird. It's like they saw what was happening. I was shaking. I was stuttering so bad. I couldn't speak. I couldn't get out of the house. I couldn't talk to people. I couldn't handle the energies around me, the presence of anybody around me. It was too much. It was a demand. You know, all these health issues coming up. It was so odd. And all they reduced the tablets into something else, but they didn't recognize or admit that I had researched out myself that I had serotonin overdose from the tablets. In the process of that, it seems like I have damaged my heart and my kidneys. I'm doing tests now, and some weird things come out, and my heart has been gone nuts. It goes up and down really, really rapidly, and my body gets really cold. My feet have been getting swollen. It's the kidneys now, I know. It was liver as well, because my face was getting very yellow. It's been now 2 months since I realized that the tablets were, like, really realized and stopped. I had my rebirth. Whoa, I keep confusing it. 17th of April? Oh, and I realized I love myself. I love myself so much, and I love people, animals, nature, everything. I'm part of everything. But my body has so much to catch up. I've lost 10 kilos in 2 months, and I don't have appetite. I'm forcing myself to eat and trying to figure out what is good for me. I had to quit coffee. I quit smoking on a day. I don't need it anymore. You have been such a great support. Most people treat me like I shouldn't be trusted anymore. Like I feel like I'm punished for having mental issues. So I don't anymore. I had mental issues because I didn't know who I was. I know who I am now. And it's a fight. It's a fight. It's like I need to prove myself all the time. It's so hard. I've moved around a lot. I was heavily bullied when I was a child, when I went to school. I didn't understand why. Around 10 years old, I wanted to take my life first time. Every time I've gotten close, I've gotten sense to talk to somebody. I've been so lucky that there's been somebody to hear me. I always had these weird senses and feeling of not belonging, and I had one line from my childhood diary. I didn't keep diary, but I started because it felt like I was living in a book. Like I was a story. I'm emotional, I'm a bit tired, a bit worried. Anyhow, I wanted to tell you this. There's so much more. Just, well, let's start from the beginning and go from there. I'd love to talk to you in person. With autism, I find it difficult with the YouTube videos to keep on what you are talking about, or then try to send a message or answer, or the multitasking that way is a bit complicated. Anyway, peace, love, and light, and thank you so much for being my friend.